Is it lit over there or?
Nope,
I don't see a fire.
my bad. Good morning again, everyone. Now's the time for our chalice lighting. The words will appear, I hope, on your screen. There they are. Or in your order of service. Please join in reading as Tom lights our chalice. The chalice is the container, the space where the musicians and the listeners gather. The oil is the fuel, the hours of practice and the life experiences of everyone in the room. The wick is the instruments and vocal cords through which the music will flow. And the flame is the music which is created, as if by magic. When the instruments are lifted, the breath is inhaled, and the downbeat is nodded. May this flame ignite the music within us all. Thank you very much. And now let's sing our kids off to their activities. Those words also may be on your screen. We hold you in our hearts with love, a love as free as skies above, winged love as deep as seas below. We love you more than words can show.
Again, welcome everyone. Whether you ambled in, walked in briskly, wheeled in, signed in online, we appreciate you. And we're happy that you're going to spend some of your Sunday mornings with us. Unitarian Universalism is a welcoming and inclusive religion. It encourages us to keep open hearts and minds because our own experience, conscience, and reason are the final authorities in religion. It affirms the inherent worth and dignity of every person and that we are all connected to each other and the earth. We want to extend a special welcome to any visitors today. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We invite you to sign our guest book before you leave so that we may stay connected. For those joining us online, please type into the chat box who you are and who you've brought with you today. We will be recording this service, but personal sharing will be edited out. For those here in person, please silence your phones. And masks are recommended, but required if you'd like to join us while we're singing. If you would like to become a member of the fellowship, please contact Reverend Eric, that guy there, or let us know of your interest in person, or in the chat box, or on the visitor sign-in sheet. And we do have a few announcements today. Firstly, do you sing, do improv, tell jokes, paint, play an instrument, write poetry? Add to the fun of next week's service, entitled Not Hiding Your Gifts, and contribute to the life of our community. Solo and group acts of 3 minutes or less are all ages and abilities are welcome. Bring your own props if needed, and please fill out the form in your newsletter or contact Monica at dre@ufom.org or Reverend Eric or Reverend Eric. Secondly, the fellowship office is going to be closed from December 21st through January 2. Our office administrator, Wendy Altmeyer, is out. and will return on January 3rd. Reverend Eric will be out from December 31 through January 5. For pastoral care needs during that time, please contact Gisela Bailey. Last one is we still have about, out of the 250 or so we made, we still have like 14, I believe, pasties available. They are safe and sound and properly preserved in our freezer in the kitchen. So if anybody would like one, they could see me after the service, like 1 or 15 or 14. They're $7 each, so, and they're delicious. Lastly, please see your Candle Flame newsletter or the UUFOM News Facebook group or uufom.org for all the latest news, upcoming events, and sign-up links. Now, please rise in body or spirit to join in singing with your masks on hymn number 248 from our hymnal, Oh, We Believe in Christmas, with words by Percival Chubb, set to an American folk melody.
And Andrew, that's your cue.
Should we open the door for Jill? Anyone else want to be in the bathroom? There's better acoustics in there. I'm not going to sing. So we can see my face. We all join the singing. You get those notes one more time.
Icicles hanging, snowflakes falling.
My son were here. It's got perfect pitch. You let him.
Icicles hanging, snowflakes falling, sparkling, shimmering all around. Winter wonderland, hear it calling. Welcome now the holiday. Icicles hanging, snowflakes falling, sparkling, shimmering all around. Winter wonderland, hear it calling. Welcome now the holiday. Skating, sledding, slipping, sliding, noses red for the kiss of cola. Lenten scarves in every color. Welcome now the holiday. Carolers, shoppers, folks so friendly, always smiles under trees.
chuckling because next song everyone knows very well, but there's a discrepancy because it should be deck, while hall, singular. We only have the budget to decorate one hall.
People look east, the time is here of the crowning of the year. Make your house fair as you are able, trim the hearth and set the table. People look east, love the guest is on the way. Girls, be glad the work is there, one more seed is planted there. Give up your strength, the seed to nourish, that in course the flower may flourish. People look east, love the rose is on the way. Stars keep a watch when night is dim, one more light the bowl shall brim, shining beyond the frosty weather, bright as sun and moon together. People look east, love the star is on the way. Solstice in our sense and
Well, that's a tough act to follow. Thank you. Boy, that was wonderful. Today's reading is entitled We Are the Music by Renee Ruhetsky. Our first breath is followed by our first song, lusty, loud, and primal. A solo that announces to the world, I have arrived. We are the music. As toddlers, hearing our first reggae beat, we let our spines and hips bend and sway in response. As natural as the beat of our hearts, we are the music. The drone of the bass notes of the church organ, a vibration in our chest, tense muscles relax, the breath deepens. We are the music. As we push the air from our bellies out through the chest and throat, our changing expressions shape the sound. We are the music. As we sing together, voices blend to create a harmony, each voice enriched by its connection to the next. We are the music.
Are we singing the third verse? It came upon the midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill, from heaven the news we bring. The world
Follow that star to Bethlehem. 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 Follow that
Follow that star to Bethlehem. See the wise men traveling far. They were told to follow that star. Bright star shining, filling the night. Following that guiding light. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Follow that star to Bethlehem. Follow that star to Bethlehem. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect
Follow that star to Bethlehem. Follow that star to Bethlehem. Follow that star to Bethlehem. Follow
Follow, 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 follow that star to Bethlehem. Follow, follow that star to Bethlehem. Follow that star, follow that star, follow that star to Bethlehem.
What more needs to be said? I too have been a bit ill. I mean, I lost my voice probably a month ago, still battling to get it back. Thank you all for being here. I was a little worried this morning when the roads seemed pretty icy that not sure how it would turn out, but glad to have as many people here as we do. Thanks to everybody in the choir, those that continue week after week, those that are only able to lend their voice sporadically, and maybe those that after stepping away have come back, and also to the new people who have joined for this season. Thank you very, very sincerely. Your voices and your presence, when taken as a whole, are truly uplifting, and I am fortunate, very fortunate, to be able to work with this group of music makers. Can I get another? I'll say it once again, Melanie. Choir Sunday is always a significant Sunday for us in the year. The lead up to Choir Sunday is always stressful, trying to figure out how it's going to come together, what to sing, our pieces that are barely holding together. Are they going to hold together when we have to perform them? But it seems to always magically appear. One of the lead up events for the Choir Sunday is always Dow Gardens. Raise your hand if you were there for us this weekend. Yes, thank you. That event, that's been part of the tradition for our fellowship for many, many years. I've lost count. It's getting close to 30. It's one we prepare for starting as early as October next year, possibly even earlier. I'd like to find a few new pieces and work them in there. Many in the group have memories of some kind of bitter cold evenings, or snow or wind, making the pages of music a challenge to hold and read. We were fortunate this time, weather not too bad, a little windy. The lighting sometimes is very poor, and the acoustics of singing outside, it makes it a challenge to hear across. Sometimes you have a hard enough time hearing the person next to you, let alone the section that's on the other side of the group there. So trying to get everybody to blend and stay together, and that it can feel, sometimes our performance is a little lackluster. And I even remarked earlier in the week that I view it somewhat as a rehearsal for today, more than a performance per se. But this Friday, this was exceptional. And if you were there, I remarked then, it was because of one simple change. You might think it's, not a big deal, but it's very, very significant. It was suggested a few weeks ago in our rehearsal, can we sing without masks? Can we sing without masks? 2019, around this time, 2019, that was our last choir Sunday where we were singing without masks. So having to put the masks on, it's necessary. We understand that. We are sympathetic to that. To avoid spreading the virus, it's just what we are willing to accept. But let's face it, singing with a mask, it muffles the sound a little. It makes it harder to hear each other, and well, it's just generally uncomfortable. There's no way around that. It's just kind of a little off-putting. But on Friday night, within the first few lines of the very first song, it was felt by all that we could hear each other better, see the animated expressions and exaggerated mouth contortions of the conductor, and because of this, enjoy singing together even more. Made for a very enjoyable and memorable event, and I dare say was sorely needed as a reminder of why we continue to sing in the choir. So thank you for continuing to sing in the choir, and thank you all for being here.
And we forgot to acknowledge one more person, our wonderful choir director, Andrew. He's whispering. Okay. In accordance with our values and stirrings of our hearts, we now invite you to support the fellowship's mission with your donations. The ushers will pass the plates among you. A reminder that we are collecting all month for the minister's discretionary fund. Special envelopes are prepared and they're in the counter back by the chimes. And if you wish to pay towards your pledge or check, or with a cash or a check, envelopes are also available at the back. We appreciate and accept your donations gratefully. Oh yes. Today's offertory music is In the Bleak Midwinter, with words by Christina Georgina Rossetti, new words by John Andrew Story, and music by Gustav Theodor Holst, performed by our wonderful choir.
Thank you to Eric. He helped out. He picked, yes. He helped choose the readings and everything, and he spent all night and this morning getting all the decorations outside all set. Quite the effort, so I don't know how he does it. But, yeah.
And he was worried about people coming in on the parking lot, icy, and he made a point to escort me in, so I'm very grateful. Our closing hymn is coming up. Please rise in body or in spirit and join in singing with your mass on our closing hymn, number 245 in the hymnal, Joy to the World, with words by Isaac Watts, music attributed to George Frederick Handel, and arranged by Lowell Mason.
Those words, watch those words.
Possible today. And thank you for joining us. After our closing words, we'll end our service with a postlude, These Things Shall Never Die, with words by Charles Dickens, music by Mark Burrows, shared by Sandy Hay, Roy Wedge, Andrew Schultz, and myself, accompanied by Melanie. Following that, we'll have breakout rooms for folks online, and we invite our in-person guests to stay for further conversation. If you would, please join in our chalicing extinguishing words. They are on your screen or in your order of service. As flame is to spirit, so spirit is to breath, and breath to song. Though we extinguish the flame in this sanctuary, may we tend it in our hearts until we meet again. Thank you.
pure, the bright, the beautiful, that stirs our hearts in youth. The impulses to wordless prayer, the streams of love and truth. The longing after something lost, the Spirit's yearning cry, the striving after better hopes. These things shall never die. The timid hand stretched out to aid a brother in his need. A kindly word in Greek's dark art that proves a friend indeed. The plea for mercy when justice threatens high, the sorrow of a contrite heart. These things shall never die. 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 Shall never die. These things shall never die. Let nothing pass, for every hand must find some work to do. Lose not a chance to waken love, be firm and just and true.